Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Today's video, we are back with another offseason rebuild, and today we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder went 40-42 last season. They ended up clinching a play-in spot. They did not end up making the playoffs, but a play-in spot for them honestly felt like they had overachieved on the season anyways. I mean, when you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you obviously think of a team that's been in a rebuild now for a couple of years since they moved on from Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Paul George. They had a weird stretch for a few years, but this is probably the team that's best set up for future success in this league. Sam Presti has acquired what feels like 85 million draft picks. They obviously have a lot of young talent on this team, and this team is already good, and that's without all those draft picks that are coming. So this is absolutely insane. This is something that is like straight out of a 2K rebuild. Sam Presti is an absolute wizard. We're going to be doing a 5-year rebuild today with the Thunder. One, because I think we can win multiple championships with the talent and the assets that we do have right now. And then second, obviously, this is a relatively young team. So absolutely insane job by Sam Presti, that entire front office for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've set myself up well for success today. Hopefully we can cash that in and go ahead and win a championship. As always, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. We have done a lot of these teams, as I'm sure many of you have realized by this point. We basically did an entire second wave of offseason rebuilds as soon as free agency and the draft and everything like that kind of come and gone. But at this point, it's also a waiting game. Who the hell knows what's going to happen with Damian Lillard or James Harden or any other major move that we just don't know about. So obviously there are things that can come, but if you guys have anything you really do want to see immediately, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, I cannot praise Sam Presti and this Oklahoma City Thunder front office enough for the job they've done in this rebuild, as they have absolutely killed it, without a doubt. But let's get into this one. Obviously, because this is a 5-year rebuild, this is going to be a relatively long video, so I do not want to spend too much time dwelling on this offseason, especially because the majority of it has already happened. But let's dive into this roster real quick, go over it. It is a very deep roster. There are a lot of players on here. Obviously, not everybody's going to make it to the start of next season. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, best player on this team, literally a 0% chance this man goes anywhere. They drafted Cason Wallace this year. If I can go ahead and develop him well as a solid backup point guard option, he'll stay here. Trey Mann, also only 22 years old. They traded for Ty Washington Jr. He was part of the trade with the Patty Mills and the Atlanta Hawks. Let's look at the shooting guard spot. Josh Giddey is somebody who develops quite well. I like Josh Giddey quite a bit. Man can put up triple doubles. I mean, he's an absolute stud as a 6'8 shooting guard. Isaiah Joe is here in all likelihood will be my backup shooting guard. Then Victor Oladipo was with trade from the Miami Heat. It was really just to clear up cap space for the Heat, I believe. I don't really think that the Heat really got anything back. But yeah, he's 31, obviously injured last year. It sucks to see, dude. I hate it. Injuries suck. They really do. Lou Dort here at the small forward spot. Good defensive player. We'll see how high we can get that overall. I do think, especially with 5 years, there's probably somebody out there that we can get that could be a little bit better. But I'm not going to make that promise yet. We'll have to see how Lou Dort plays. But 24 years old at that 78 overall. Aaron Wiggins is here. And then they drafted Keontae Johnson, I believe, in the second round. Great story on Keontae Johnson, by the way. If you don't know it, go look it up. Tremendous story. Power forward spot, we have Jalen Williams here. 22. 82 overall. I mean, I love it. I really do. Kendrick Williams, JRE, Rudy Gay came over. Oh, shit. Did I? Wait. No, Rudy Gay is supposed to be here. I'm getting confused. All these bad, not even bad contracts, but all these veterans they have, I'm getting mixed and matched at this point. But yeah, Rudy Gay not going to play. Ousmane Dieng is here. I do want to find a spot, and I'm probably butchering that name. I do want to try to find him minutes somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but we'll try to find that. I believe Davis Bertans was an acquisition on draft night. I mean, obviously, he's probably not going to be in the rotation. They might just buy him out. Who the hell knows? Chet Holmgren, technically going into his rookie season, I have very high hopes for him. It looked like he put on a ton of muscle in the offseason, or really the whole season last year, because he was obviously injured. But excited to have him. Poku is here as well. Jalen Williams, or the other Jalen Williams, and then Usman Garuba was part of the Patty Mills trade as well. So this is a pretty good roster right now. Obviously, not all of these guys are going to be getting minutes. I'm pretty sure there's like close to 20 players on this roster right now. So we're going to have to make some cuts or whatever it may be, and obviously I'll do that. But we might have a couple trades, so let's get into it. We're going to be sending JRE and Victor Oladipo over to the Memphis Grizzlies for Luke Kennard and a future first-round pick in 2026. Now, this trade is not for Luke Kennard. This trade is for the draft pick. Now, I know we already have about 85 million draft picks, but we do not have the roster spots, and we really don't have the minutes, so hopefully Victor Oladipo can go out and help Memphis maybe compete for a championship, because I don't think it's going to happen here, especially in one year anyways. So, and then in terms of JRE, there's no space. I mean, there's just no minutes. Maybe there's a little bit of potential there, but honestly, I think I'd prefer the draft pick. So, welcome to the team, Luke Kennard. We also acquire a draft asset. It is going to be a very short stay for Luke Kennard here with us as we're sending him to Milwaukee for Robin Lopez and another future first-round pick. Again, just doesn't make sense to keep Luke Kennard on this team. Not that we're bad or like going to be tanking or anything, but there's just no minutes for him. He's not going to play over Trey Mann. He's obviously not playing over Josh Giddey. It's just at the point where it wouldn't make sense. So we're going to send him to a true contender in the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going to acquire another future first-round draft pick. Excuse me, and I'm happy with that move. For whatever reason, Chicago wants to give me a first-round pick for Davis Bertans and a second. Obviously, I do not need him or that contract. So thank you very much for your service, Chicago. The Pelicans are giving me a 2026 future first for Rudy Gay. Again, I'm not trying to really cheese the system right here, but these are guys that I'm just going to have to cut. Ultimately, it's going to cost me cap space anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and trade him for the future first-round pick. We have an absolutely insane amount of first-round draft picks at this point. And let me give you my thoughts right now. So obviously, SGA starting. I want to have Cason Wallace be my backup point guard. Again, I think the potential's there. It makes sense for me. And I'm going to keep Trey Mann on this team because he has another year of team control. If he was expiring, I'd probably move him, but maybe at some point either we can find him some sort of minutes on this team if Wallace isn't playing good or whatever it may be, or we can include him in a bigger trade if and when that point does come. But if he was expiring, he's probably gone, but he does have that team control. Same thing can kind of be said about Ty Washington Jr. Shooting guard spot's good. I'm good with Aaron Wiggins. He can be the backup here to Lou Dort. Power forward's interesting. I don't know what I want to do with Kendrick Williams because he's a solid backup option, but potential-wise, I want to play Ousmane Dieng, or however you pronounce it. I do think that's kind of the smart route to go, so I'm TBD on Kendrick Williams. He's also 28. It's not like he's like a young, promising player. I mean, he's 28. You kind of know what he's going to be. And then the center spot's kind of a clusterfuck, to be honest. Obviously, it's going to be Chet. I'm probably going to have Poku be the backup, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with the other Jalen Williams, so he has team control, so we're going to keep him for now, but it's just all these guys are probably good enough to play. But, I mean, what can I get for Kendrick Williams? If it's nothing good, I'll probably keep him, and then we'll make a decision at the start of next year. But, wow, 2 future first. We're getting cheesy, but honestly, I'm going to do it. I don't really care. I mean, half of these draft picks are not going to turn into anything anyway, so not that big of a deal. But, yeah, we've basically cleared this team out. I don't know how many players we have at this point in time. We don't have any other free agents, do we? Dario Saric, I believe, already signed somewhere else. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the start of year one. It is now the start of year one for us here in Oklahoma City. Obviously, we had to make some tough decisions. I had to trim the roster down to 15 guys. I had to cut 4 guys before the start of last year. Keontae Johnson I ended up cutting. And there was a couple other guys that accepted qualifying offers that I just released back into free agency. So tough decisions. There are still tough decisions with the rotation just because there is so much young talent on this team. But this is the way it's going to look. Obviously, SGA is going to be our starting point guard, followed by Josh Giddey. Lou Dort here at the 3, Jalen Williams at the 4, and then Chet Holmgren. Rookie campaign starting at the 5. Isaiah Joe will be our 6th man off the bench. Poku's going to be the backup center. Cason Wallace is going to be getting minutes over Trey Mann. Could be a controversial decision, and if it is, I apologize. But I'm going potential base. Pretty sure Cason Wallace went like 10th overall. I'm going to go with it. Ousmane Dieng now going to be our backup power forward, and then Aaron Wiggins here being the backup small forward. So, unfortunately, Trey Mann is still here. Other Jalen Williams is not getting minutes. Lindy Walters, the 3rd, Ty. I mean, these guys just... It's unfortunate, and it's tricky, and I do feel bad, but ultimately, I'm going in what I think's best here in 2K anyways. So, see you guys at the end of year one. I can honestly say I never thought I'd see this again. James Harden just won an MVP. Huh. Not to say James Harden's not one of the greatest shooting guards in NBA history, or point, or whatever the hell you want to classify him as these days, but I don't know. I've never seen this before, especially in like a rebuild at this point. That's very strange. We went 38-44 on the year. It's not a great record. Obviously, nobody actually thought we were true contenders right now, but we've set ourselves up well for future success. Obviously, Sam Presti's done a lot of that as well. Victor Wembanyama is your Rookie of the Year. CP3, 6th man. Evan Mobley is your Depoy. Also wins Most Improved. Joe Mazzulla wins Coach of the Year for the Boston Celtics. So, let's take a look at the full standings right now. I'm assuming we're not in the playoffs, so we just barely missed out on the play-in tournament, which is fine. It kind of is what it is at this point. Here's a look at the numbers on the season. And SGA, Josh Giddey, Chet Holmgren, pretty solid rookie campaign, 14.5, 11. Take that, 43% from the field. Oh, okay. Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Cason Wallace, pretty solid in the rookie campaign. Not a lot of assists for a point guard, but again, not getting a ton of minutes. Josh Giddey led us in assists and rebounds was Chet Holmgren. Okay, so let's sim through the playoffs. Obviously, with 5 years, we can go ahead and be a little bit more relaxed in kind of the approach we take. We don't have to be as aggressive. Oh boy, we get a rematch of the Celtics and Warriors. I have PTSD as a Celtics fan. This time they get it done, though. Jason Tatum, Finals MVP. All right, it is time for offseason number 2. Now we have more of a full control of how this offseason is going to look. Oh my God, I see a lot of Thunder logos. We are projected number 1, number 2, number 11, number 12, and number 13. Holy shit. We end up with number 1. We end up with 4. We end up with 11, 12, and 13. Has the team ever had 4 first-round draft picks in a row? We also have 23 and 25. This is absolutely insanity. It's insane. Oh shit, didn't mean to. It's. I don't really have any other words. I'd like to bring back Mark Daigneault. I don't think he's done a bad enough job for me to go ahead and move on from him. His ratings are okay. I mean, they're not great, but as of now, he's going to remain our head coach. Let's head up to the draft. Obviously, with the number 1 overall pick and a lot of ammunition, there is a move to be made somewhere. I mean, this is just. I don't even know. I genuinely do not know how I feel about that, but in terms of a major move right now, I mean, a lot of these guys are going to have team options or they're expired or whatever they may be, but honestly, because of that, we are going to have, cap space, so if we want to acquire a big contract, we probably could. I don't know. I mean, who would I even take in this draft class? Obviously, there's a lot of good players. Ignore some of the names are wrong. I mean, it should be Matas Buzelis. I don't know. I mean, who do I want? I don't really know. I'd have to make a decision. So some decision's going to have to be made, and I'll see you guys with it. So the luxury of a 5-year rebuild is I have time to develop guys that I draft in the 2024 draft. So I should be able to go ahead, make some picks comfortably. That being said, I'm only going to use number 1 and number 4. I'm not going to use every other draft pick I have. So we're going to trade all of these for future assets, starting with this trade right here with Cleveland. So that's number 1 in the books. We still have to do 12, 13, 23, and 25. Hopefully it just, oh my God, it's becoming a lot of work, honestly. Is there anything with just draft picks? Thank you very much, New Orleans. And then again, I'm assuming a lot of these picks that we're trading for maybe aren't going to hit or be as high as what they are, what we're trading right now. But honestly, that's kind of fine by me. I mean, it's almost overwhelming, all of these assets that we're going to have. But we do have number 1. I'm going to take Matas Buzelis, or it's Matas. I'll change his name. But also consider Justin Edwards. Also, I was laughing at this. I checked Justin. Like, you can see the ceiling and the floor. Dwayne Wade's obviously an incredible ceiling. And I'm not drafting Matas Buzelis based off this. I just thought it was funny. I mean, if your ceiling is LeBron James, oh my God. But yeah, Matas Buzelis is going to be my pick. Whoever's available there at number 4, we can take. Summary so far, Donovan Clingan and then Justin Edwards did go at number 3. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of Ron Holland is here. I mean, I don't really need literally any of these positions, which is the problem. I mean, what are my... Oh, shit, didn't mean to do that. What are my options, like, if I were to hypothetically try to trade for? I don't really know who I was going to try to draft there anyways. John Collins, Jalen Brunson. I don't need a guard at all. I'm very comfortable with my backcourt right now. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Yeah, I don't really love any of those, to be honest with you. So I guess we'll just draft somebody here, and it's probably going to be Ron Holland. I think that makes the most sense. So welcome to the team. I mean, it's almost overwhelming. 78 and 78 overall. I'll change his name to Matas Buzelis after this. We are going to bring back everybody because obviously we can find trades or a big ass trade or whatever it may be. Qualify Poku. I'm not going to qualify Lindy Walters or Jared Butler. Honestly, we just don't have the space or the depth for them. So let me change Matas Buzelis' name, and then I think there's a big trade coming. I think this trade or this potential trade might piss off some Thunder fans, and I am sorry if it does make you upset, but Triple J is going to be a significant upgrade at our power forward spot. Now, Jalen Williams will stay as our backup power forward. And maybe it's not a trade I have to make, but honestly, I think, Jaren Jackson Jr., adding a deep boy to your team is never a bad idea. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did try to trade for about 6 or 7 other players. They were all very close, or maybe, oh shit, I hit my mic. I'm sorry. Maybe not that close, but I don't know. I tried to make other moves. They were not having it. I am not giving up Josh Giddey for Marcus Smart as much as I do love Marcus. Honestly, I don't want to give him up for nothing, but honestly, I don't need Ousmane Dieng if we add Triple J, because Jalen Williams will be the backup to Triple J. So, yeah, we'll do that, hopefully, and then I'll just give you a Lakers pick here. How about I give you one more first-round pick? I will give you a Heat lottery protected first. They grew to. All right, so we add Jaren Jackson Jr. to this team. Obviously, he's still young at 24 years old. Feels like a really smart trade. Now, I didn't need to upgrade Jalen Williams as a starter. I'm sure he was doing just a fine job, but honestly, if we can make an upgrade, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have Matas Buzelis as my starting small forward with Ron Holland being his backup. Again, crazy potential in both these guys. Wiggins will probably get moved, and then other than that, I don't think there's anything else major coming. I do want to get Poku back, and then, yeah, we're just going to trade some of these other players that we do have that we really don't need anymore. So Ty Washington Jr., maybe if we can kind of recap one of those picks or retake in whatever the hell term you want to use and try to add that back. And then Aaron Wiggins is just honestly not needed not needed here anymore. Thank you very much, Chicago. And then I got to make sure I get Poku back. Yeah, we're going to give him a real contract. So do not renounce the rights on him. Everybody else is free to go. And I will wait on Poku. We will get him back after moratorium. And how much does he want per year? He wants about 12 mil. That's not too bad. I'm going to give him a 4-year deal just to make sure 13 AAV. It's not terrible. But welcome back. He's going to be our backup center. Other than that, we made some changes. Hopefully we have some development and progression. So you guys can start year number 2. We went ahead and made some pretty major changes to this team. We have 2 new starters in Matas Buzelis and Jaren Jackson Jr. I think are going to fit into this rotation very, very well. And I'm excited to see how everything kind of comes together. But I think we should be back into the playoffs finally. I think we've set ourselves up really well for success. SGA, Josh Giddey, Matas Buzelis, Jaren Jackson Jr., Chet Holmgren. Bench unit's going to be Jalen Williams, Kaysen Wallace, Ron Holland, Poku, and Isaiah Joe. So I'm excited to see what can happen with this team. Again, I think we have a really good mix and match of some guys that have now been on here for a little while and some guys that are still young, up and coming. So see you guys at the end of year 2. It was a very successful second season for us here in OKC. We went 66-16 as Jason Tatum wins his first career MVP. Matas Buzelis won Rookie of the Year for us. Looks like we made the right decision drafting him first overall, and yeah, I'm very happy he's here. Azar Thompson, 6th Man of the Year in Detroit. Victor Wembanyama wins a DPOY in his second season. Azar Thompson also Most Improved. Mark Daigneault wins Coach of the Year. As I mentioned, we won 66 games. So that gives us the 1 seed here in the Western Conference. Again, we're still a really young team, but you know what? I don't think it should matter. I think, honestly, I think we can go out and win this damn thing. So here's a look at the numbers on the year. Feel free to pause if you wish. Rebounds led by Chet Holmgren. Assists was Josh Giddey. So, round 1. 8-seeded Memphis Grizzlies. Oh boy, they have some of our old friends here. You see JRE here. Lou Dort coming off the bench for him. Yeah, I'm sure I pissed off some Thunder fans with trading, Trey Mann and Lou Dort and some other guys, but I hope you can get over it because I think this team's pretty goddamn good. So, right now we are up 2-1 in the series. We go up 3-1. We close them out in 5. Moving on to the second round. Another young team here in the Houston Rockets. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Tobias Harris. Interesting. Jabari Smith Jr., Sengun, Amen Thompson coming off the bench. It's one decision, not the decision I would make. We are currently up 3-0 on Houston, and we sweep them. We're on to the Western Conference Finals to take on the LA Lakers, who feel like somehow always add Draymond Green. Yeah, I don't really know how that's happening. They always trade for him, but cool. But yeah, they're a good team, obviously. LeBron James got the GOAT there, but I think we're probably at the point where we're up 3-0. Thanks for coming. And we are going to be taking on Darius Garland and the Cleveland Cavaliers here in the NBA Finals. Donovan Mitchell's here. Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. I mean, really, really good team. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Can we put up a fight against them and potentially win it all here in year 2? I'd like to get a little bit of gameplay. Now, obviously, we've set ourselves up really, really well for success, and hopefully we are back here winning multiple more championships, but you never know. So, I mean, these things aren't guaranteed. If I can get some gameplay with this team and win it all right now, I will. Not going to happen in that game, though. We're going back to Cleveland here for Game 6, and, okay, this is not the way I wanted this to go. Oh, come on now. Don't do this to me. Oh, 2K, God bless your soul. Alright, well, we're not going to be winning this one either, so we're officially going to Game 7 back here in OKC, and, my God, dude, oh my God. It looks like it's going back and forth, but honestly, I don't think we're going to have a lead at any point. No. Okay, maybe. So, I'm obviously not good at this game. You all know that by this point in time, and if I want to come back from a 4-point deficit with under 2 minutes left to go, I'm going to need to lock it the fuck in. SGA gets the layup to go, makes it a 2-point game. There's exactly 2 minutes left on the clock. This is stressful because obviously many of you know, you don't watch me for the gameplay because you know I suck at that. Yeah, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm good at this game either, but I need to play some of the best 2K I ever have against one of 2K's favorite teams here in the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh my God, Josh Giddey, I love you. Kick it over to SGA. Break to the hoop. That's got to be a foul. Count it and 1. Let's fucking go. That's exactly what I was looking for. This is the momentum that I need here in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals. This is absolutely electric. I thought there was a foul right there, and then they didn't call it till right thereafter, but and 1 nonetheless. SGA to the charity stripe. Going to try to give us a 1-point lead. Free throw up. Free throw is good. I don't know if I've ever come back that quickly. Hopefully we can keep this lead. As I'm sure many of you know, I'm pretty notorious to blowing leads. And now I have to try to play on-ball defense against Donovan Mitchell, which, oh my God, he's crossing me out of my absolute shoes. He misses. Board goes to Chet Holmgren. Give it to SGA. Holy shit. So I have to play this strategically because obviously you want to try to waste time, but you don't want to waste too much time because nothing's obviously guaranteed. Right back inside, Triple J with the flush. Gives us the 3-point lead. 1:21 left to go here in Game 7. We are trying to win our first title here in year 2. And what a way this would be to do so if we could beat a very good Cavaliers team. Mitchell, pull-up jumper just inside the 3-point line. Takes it back to a 1-point game. And, yeah, this one definitely is not over. SGA, obviously the best player on the team. He's our point guard. We want the ball in his hands. I need to lock it the fuck in. So I'm going to waste a little bit of clock here because obviously if we score, I do not want to give them more time than I have to. But I'm going to stay cheesy and I'm just going to come with the pick and roll. Pick coming from Triple J. Maybe didn't go fast enough. Right back inside to Triple J. No fouls called, but he gets it to go. And it's back to a 3-point game. Wow. Lock it down. Honestly, call me a scumbag. I'm not playing on-ball defense here. Is Kevon Looney in the game right now? Where's Jared Allen? I feel like he could be pretty helpful right now. Yeah, I'm just going to stay over here and, yeah, do whatever you want, Darius Garland, if you want to just waste more time. Do not get a 3-second violation. Nope. No way. Fuck you, Darius. Kick it over. Kick it over. I do not want to play the foul game here. Let's go. That should be a transition foul, by the way. Or clear path, or whatever the hell it's called. Just so we're abundantly clear. I mean, we're in the bonus anyways, but it feels like it should be possession afterwards. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay, obviously we're not 100% done with this one yet. First free throw from Giddey is up, and it is good. Dude, this would be such a stressful way to end like an actual NBA Finals. Like, can you imagine if you're Cleveland in this situation, just feel it like slipping away? Back to a 5-point game. Cleveland's going to take a timeout. I'm honestly a little shocked right now. Obviously, I'm making this video even longer than it has to be. Hypothetically, what does the defensive lineup look like? It puts Ron Holland in. Why the hell would DeAndre Bembry be coming in right now? No. I'm going to leave Josh Giddey in, but I will leave Ron Holland in over Matas Buzelis. I haven't really even been using Matas Buzelis, but we'll get the young Ron Holland in here who has 10-4 on the night. See if we can lock it up a little bit because obviously we don't really need to score too much. And even if we do, we have guys in here that can score the basketball. So try to deny ball right here. They finally get it off to Donovan Mitchell. He's going to try to do something here. It looks like he's just going to the rim. Gets it absolutely stuffed. Back over to Donovan Mitchell. They're just wasting all sorts of time. Gets that one to go. 13 seconds left here in OKC. I want to use SGA. Just get him the ball right over here. They're going to... Oh, that should be a T. That seemed a little aggressive there, Darius. Let's calm it down a little bit. Come on now. We don't need to be salty just because you blew the damn lead. I mean, come on now. I mean, take it easy. Take it easy. Just a game at the end of the day. Big free throw coming up here. It is up, and it is good. Basically ending this game in its entirety. And so Jared Allen had not fouled out. You're just now putting him in over Kevon Looney. Now, don't get me wrong. Kevon Looney, obviously very experienced and a pretty solid center option. But over Jared Allen, I don't know about that one. Second free throw up. Second free throw good. It's a 5-point game. 13 seconds left on the verge of championship number 1 here in Oklahoma City. They're going to kick it out to Evan Mobley, who pulls up. He's going to miss. We're going to win it all. I'll see you guys with the finals MVP. That was stressful as all hell. I'm happy we do not have to do that again. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your finals MVP at age 26. What a series. What a season. And there's only more to go. I'm sure we have about 18 other draft picks this year. I mean, holy shit. And we're projected number 1. Dude, it's almost to the point where it's overwhelming. Now, we fall to 5. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. And I mean, in any other scenario, I might, but not today. Not today. Mark Daigneault will stay. In terms of our 5th overall selection or what we really want to do with it, I mean, I don't know. We also have 25, 26. Oh, my God. I mean, maybe I replace Isaiah Joe. I'm comfortable pretty much everywhere else. I mean, maybe or Poku. I mean, I don't really need to do that though. But maybe I replace Isaiah Joe. Maybe we try to look for an upgrade at our backup shooting guard spot. I mean, who are the shooting guards in this draft class? Oh, Trey Johnson's actually somebody who develops quite well. Dylan Harper here as well. He's number 20 though. Yeah, I think Trey Johnson's going to be the guy I kind of want and kind of go after. Ace Bailey's also here, but he is 6'9". Cooper Flagg obviously is just an absolute stud. We don't really need a backup power forward, though. So, yeah, maybe, I mean, we have the 5th overall pick, but maybe if I can even move up. Like, who has number 2? Because I'm assuming Cooper Flagg's going number 1. Where's the draft lottery? Number 2 is owned by the Chicago Bulls. So let's go find them, because I just want to make sure we get the guy we want. We obviously have the assets to do so. We don't really need to play the waiting game today. So that's 5. That's 14. That's 25. That's 26. That's 26 in round 2. Thanks very much. Honestly, Moses may be a bit of an overpay, potentially. They actually take Ace Bailey. So Cooper Flagg is sitting here. I just don't need a power forward, though. And yeah, it's an upgrade to the backup shooting guard spot. So welcome to the team. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this group. He's a 78 overall. Trey Johnson will be the new backup. We're going to bring back everybody for now on their team options. We'll qualify Josh Giddey, obviously a very important free agent for us. Let's take a look at, do we have any other free agents? So Josh Giddey, Isaiah Joe is here. I don't know. I mean, again, there's an argument to bring him back, and maybe there's a little bit of potential that we haven't unlocked just because he's not really playing too much, but it doesn't really feel necessary right now. So honestly, I'm just going to renounce the rights, and yeah, that's going to be it. So Josh Giddey, I'm definitely going to give a contract to on this day right here. How much does he want? He wants a decent chunk of change, but honestly, he's well worth it for me, and I'm very excited to have him back here in the blue and orange. So let's take a look at this roster right now. I believe everything's honestly fine, and yeah, I don't see anything else we got to change. See you guys at the start of year 3. Fresh off a championship, it is the start of the 3rd season here in OKC. I'm now realizing this probably could have just been a 3-year rebuild, but we're gonna still do 5. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a long ass video though. It's gonna be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Matas Buzelis, Triple J, Chet Holmgren, bench unit. Cason Wallace up to an 86 overall. Looks like we made the right decision between him and Trey Mann. Followed by Jalen Williams, Ron Holland, Poku, and Trey Johnson. Our number 2 overall selection is playing 10 minutes a night. I'll see you guys at the end of the 3rd, not 3rd and final, but 3rd season. The 3rd season is over. Darius Garland is your MVP. 2K is a very big fan of this man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We go 69 and 13 on the year. Very, very nice. I will obviously take it. It's great to see. I think a new goal for this video should be to break the all-time win record, obviously 73-9 by the Warriors. I think that honestly feels like a pretty good goal because we obviously have the talent. Cooper Flagg's Rookie of the Year. We ended up passing on him. He actually didn't even go number 3. Definitely could have been an impactful player for us, but honestly, he played what you can see in the corner over there, 32 minutes a night. We didn't have those minutes. Tyler Hero, 6 man of the years in DC. Victor Wembanyama wins another DPOY. DJ Wagner, most improved. Mark Dagnall, 2nd straight coach of the year. So we are hopefully well on our way to another championship. Far and away best record in all of basketball. And yeah, let's just take a look at the numbers on the year. I mean, at this point, I don't really give a shit who does what. I think this is an absolutely insane team. Minnesota here in round 1. Kevin Porter Jr., Anthony Edwards, Leonard Miller, Rudy Gobert. Oh, good God. The only thing worse that I could possibly think of actually trying to run Rudy and Cat in the front court together is running Rudy and Yusuf Nurkic in the front court together with Rudy at the 4. Thanks for coming out, though. We sweep them. All right, moving on to the LA Lakers. We face them. LeBron, Jesus Christ, still is not retired. He's 41 years old. Yeah, good team. I think we're better. I do, and I don't think that's a... Okay, come on now. Really? Huh. 41-year-old LeBron putting a... Wow, I'm a little shocked. Holy shit, you need to nerf Darius Garland. It's insane. Good young player. He's never going to be that good. It's absolutely mind-boggling. All right, so that's a little disappointing. That's obviously, oh my God, we're projected the number 1 overall pick again. That's a little disappointing to end the year like that. We're going to have the 5th, 7th, and 10th overall pick. I mean, at some point, something's got to give. I mean, it really does. Mark Dagnall can stay. Disappointing end of the season, but ultimately, we have 2 more years, and hopefully we can win 2 more championships. So, oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 first-round picks. I'm going to trade a bunch of these because I don't even need them. Honestly, I don't need any of them, to be quite honest with you. I don't see a series, like a single... I mean, maybe I try to upgrade our backup center spot. Is there a center potentially here? Oh, Cameron Boozer's here. Yeah, I would take Cameron Boozer over Poku, I think, at this point. So I'm going to trade up for number 1. Who has number 1? It is the Spurs. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. Seriously, we're getting to the point where, like, I don't even know. I really don't. I'll just throw Poku in the trade because, honestly, I just don't need him. This is probably such an overpay. Wow, they don't even do that. I'll actually try to keep 7, so I'll give you 10, and they agree to it. All right, let me trade the rest of these picks. I'm going to take Cameron Boozer. I'll see you guys in the draft. We're in the draft. We're going to take Cameron Boozer first overall. It makes sense to me. He's going to be my new backup center, and at this point, is he an upgrade over Poku? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But honestly, based off potential, and we also save a little bit of money. So Wallace, Buzelis, and Holland all going to be coming back here in terms of our free agents. Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren. Definitely players I'd like to retain on this team. We also have Triple J. So this is definitely a big priority. Do we actually have any money in this free agency? We 10 million. No, we're not going after anybody. But yes, I would like to get Triple J back, and then we might have to qualify one of these two. I think Jalen Williams might have to get qualified, because here's my thought process. I would I would rather lose Jalen Williams over Chet Holmgren. Obviously, this wouldn't occur until next offseason. But at that point in time, Jalen Williams will be up for contract, and Chet Holmgren will still be locked up. You kind of follow along, hopefully. But yeah, so we're not going to announce Chet Holmgren. Everybody else free to go. And then, yeah, Jalen Williams will end up with a qualifying offer. So one more day on Chet Holmgren, and as you can see, Williams going to get qualified. Do not renounce Chet Holmgren. And, yeah, he has a couple offers now, but we should be good. He should – okay, seriously. We match his 4-year deal, whatever. It is what it is. Welcome back to the team. All right, so at this point in time, going over this roster, we're not going to change anything else. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 4. This team is absolutely insane. I mean, there's really no other way to describe it besides maybe one of the best teams I've ever created. We have a 91 overall in case of Wallace as our 6th man. Mind-boggling. SGA, Josh Giddey, Matas Buzelis. I'd like to see that overall go up a little bit. He has been playing well, though. Triple J, Chet Holmgren mentioned, Casey Wallace, as I mentioned, is a 91 overall. Jalen Williams, Ron Holland, Trey Johnson, a new addition here with Cameron Bruiser. Those tattoos are fire. See you guys at the end of year 4. Well, it is back-to-back MVPs for Darius Garland, 2K's biggest fan. We go 73-9, so we tie the best record in NBA history. Obviously, I guess our goal now is to have the best record, but we still have a couple more championships I want to win. I can't pronounce. Jamin Soundrup, Rookie of the Year. Azar Thompson, 6th man. Victor Wembanyama, another DPOY. Isaiah Collier, most improved. Mark Dagnall, Coach of the Year. So, yeah, I mean, obviously a good goal next season would be to go out and actually break the record, and obviously we want to win a championship. 73-9 season did not end too well for the Warriors. Hopefully we can go out and, yeah, end ours a little bit better. Here's a look at the numbers. I mean, again, all these guys have so much potential, and we're obviously not taking advantage of it. Oh, my God. How is Udoka Azubuike starting? Yeah, we have a good team. I think we should be. Oh, wow. This is an interesting team surrounding Nikola Jokic, Brandon Ingram, Justin Edwards there. Okay, good job. We sweep. Okay, moving on to the Spurs. Obviously, Victor Wembanyama, Robert Williams. This is an insane defensive front court. Marcus Smart. Oh, my God. Just take all my favorite players that I love so much. That just hurts so bad. All right, we are up 2-0. We've yet to lose a playoff. Why the fuck do I even speak? I mean, good God. I don't know. We're going to be taking on De'Aaron Fox and the Brooklyn Nets here in the NBA Finals. Derek Whitehead, Cam Johnson, Cooper Flagg, Naz Reid. We could have drafted Cooper Flagg. Maybe he'll make us regret that a little bit, but I highly doubt it, honestly. We're up 3-0. We sweep. Chet Holmgren's your Finals MVP. All right, that is the second championship. We're heading into the 5th and final year. Please tell me we're out of draft picks. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Thank God the Clippers actually have their own pick this time. But we have a Chicago pick that's projected to go top 4. And it ends up at number 7. And we also have 11. And we also have 14. Now, again, another year with 3+ lottery picks. Mark Dagnall will be staying as our head coach for the final year. We'll head up to the draft. Honestly, I don't even want to change anything. Oh my God. This is insane. I mean, this is just straight up insanity. Actually, what I will do, I'm going to draft AJ here, and I'm only doing that just in case we don't have enough money to get Jalen Williams back. So I'm going to draft AJ. I'm going to trade up to number 1. Who has number 1? It is the Magic. Just literally as a potential, like, worst case scenario. Literally the only reason I'm doing it. If not, he probably won't even play. But AJ Dembinsta, however you pronounce it, I want to make sure that I have some insurance. So, honestly, it's going to save me the headache of trading all of them anyways. So, yep, thank you very much. I will draft AJ here. He is going to go number 1 overall. And then, yeah, I think we also have the last pick in the draft. Anybody want it? Nope. Just match it up with another future second. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is honestly just insane to look at. Like, look at this. These are still the future picks that we have. Absolutely mind-boggling. Now, obviously, the Thunder don't have all those in real life. I've traded for a bunch of them today, but just insane nonetheless. Buzelis, Holland, Trey Johnson, all going to be coming back. Qualifying, I will qualify Casey Wallace. I definitely want to get him back. 92 overall backup point guard is not something you see every day. Holy shit, SGA is a free agent. Okay, well, number 1 priority here is making sure I get this man back. 3 years, 135, basically. I just want to do the math on that. 135 divided by 3. That's about $45 million per year. So, yeah, I'm going to give him a max. That's a max. Holy shit. Hopefully he wants to come back. Okay, he does. That would have been bad. Casey Wallace, I'm going to get qualified. And then I'm going to wait on Jalen Williams. I'd like to bring him back, but I'm not going to do that with potentially jeopardizing my future with SGA. So I'm just going to double check. I'll get him after moratorium, worst case scenario. So I'm not going to renounce the rights on him, but I have to make sure I get SGA back. I cannot lose him. So Jalen Williams did not renounce. Then do we have the money to give him a contract? No, we do not. All right, so I don't know exactly what it would be in order to clear up. I mean, that's not, it's also not, I don't want to say it's a problem, but we don't have any other major contracts coming off the bench. So honestly, I think AJ is probably just going to have to be our backup power forward, which is fine. I mean, there's nobody else here in the starting five that I'm trading, or honestly, there's nobody off the bench I want to trade either way. So, see you guys at the start of the fifth and final year. Final year for us here in Oklahoma City. We've won 2 championships so far. We are looking to make it 3. Potentially one of the greatest teams I've created in 2K in terms of a normal rebuild. We have a 94 overall coming off our bench. Now, maybe I could start him at point guard and, I don't know, move SGA to the 2 or whatever, but you know what? It's fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. SGA, Josh Giddey, Matas Buzelis, Triple J, Chet Holmgren, bench unit, Casey Walls, who probably wants to get a new spot, new opportunity somewhere because, yeah, he's playing pretty well. Ron Holland, Trey Johnson, Cameron Boozer, AJ DeBonsta. I'm probably butchering the name, but yeah, obviously we could hypothetically have Jalen Williams here too, and that actually probably would be the greatest team we've ever created, but we ran out of money, so not happening. See you guys at the end of the fifth and final year. What a way to cap off our fifth and final year of this video. SGA winning an MVP. We broke the Warriors record, by the way. We went 78-4. I love it. Caleb Holtz, your rookie of the year. Kyle Flipkowski, I don't know. 6-man, cool. Evan Mobley's your DPOY. Isaiah Evans, most improved. Mark Dagnall, 78-4. I mean, it is just... it's fucking insane. That's what it is. I mean, we should be well on our way to another championship. This team has obviously worked out beautifully for me, and yeah, I'm not too upset with the way this rebuild's gone so far. Hopefully, we can keep winning. I think that would be a fun way. Can we not lose a playoff game? That would be fun. Here's a look at the Pelicans. They're good. I think we're better. Thanks for coming. 7-seeded Spurs. Oh wow. Okay. Couple new changes. Yeah, we've yet to lose a playoff game. Once again, we're matching up with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have now lost Donovan Mitchell and are starting our old friend Victor Oladipo here. I feel bad for the man. This would be sick. I mean, this would just be a ton of accomplishments. Can we go through this video? Oh my god. Not only do we go 78-4, but we don't even lose a playoff game in our fifth and final season, which caps off our 3rd championship of this video. This team is fucking bananas. That's what it is. But this video has also been long enough, so I will save you guys all the trouble, and I will keep this outro short. But yeah, I had a ton of fun with this one, man. We built a hell of a team, and this was a super good time. I had a blast. So hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. If you did, leave a like down below. That'd obviously be awesome. Of course, you guys new around here. We'd love to have you here in the community. Hit that sub button. Stick around a while, man. Other than that, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. But yeah, this was an absolute blast. One of my favorite teams I've made in a while, and I hope you guys really did enjoy. So, as always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.